Welcome to the Solomon Show. Thank you so much for watching. Hope everyone is doing well. On today's panel, we have Gabriel, and we also have your host, Solomon. Now let's get right into it with our first story.
Alright, what's our first story? I'm 23 and I realize I haven't enjoyed life in 6 years. I think I'm breaking down. I'm turning 24 in a few months. I'm 110 kilograms. For those who don't know, that's around 225 pounds. And today, I had this painful realization that actually made me cry. I was watching Matt Armstrong on YouTube and his friends in Barcelona. Cars, laughs, traveling, just living, and it hit me like a damn. When was the last time that I actually had fun? And I realized that it has been about 6 years, back in high school. Since then, nothing. I stay at home all day, lie in bed, scroll on my phone, doing literally nothing. No motivation, no energy, no direction. I have no friends, like actually none. Maybe one person I barely talk to. My family doesn't check on me. Nobody asks how I'm doing.
Okay, I need a timeout because there's a lot of issues here. Okay, first of all, you're saying you're 23, you haven't enjoyed life in 6 years. Okay? I don't expect everybody to be like a boss bee or whatever, or to live my story or whatever, but I can tell you at that age I was working 3 jobs. Okay, like that is when you're young. I really recommend you hustle, make your money, you have a lot more energy. As you get older, you know, now that I'm 25, you're not gonna have that kind of energy anymore. So make the money while you're young and stuff. It's like my mom always told me growing up. She said you can suffer a few years when you're younger and enjoy the rest of your life, or you can enjoy a few years now and suffer the rest of your life. You know, all these influencers and this and that, these celebrities, it's so bad for your mind. It's not real, guys. Like, these people inherited money and they're bragging and flaunting and this and that. To me, honestly, it comes off really, I don't know what you call it in English, but it's just, look, the way I see it is, if it's not your money, don't flaunt it. It's just super trashy. If you worked hard for it, well, I'm not the type to flaunt or brag anyways, but like, what are you doing bragging about what? You got the money from somebody else, not like you worked for it, you know what I mean? So, I don't know. I just don't look to those people. It's damaging. You know, you want to watch like a comedy TV show or something nice, something whatever, great. But don't be following all these people that have these fake, non-realistic things. It's not real life. And you were mentioning that you just stay home, you don't have friends and this and that. I'm sorry that that's the scenario, but I guarantee you get yourself in school, get working, put yourself out there. You'll meet people, you know, whether it be at work, whether it's at school, you'll make friends that way, and that's okay. It's just that initial push to get out the door and get the thing going. You know, if you have time right now, try to like do some soul searching, see what you would like to do for your job. I have that episode about finding a career. Watch that, and you know, you're young, you have time to bounce back. It's okay, don't get boggled down. But stop watching those influencers, it's no good. Okay, what else?
It feels like if I disappeared tomorrow, no one would notice. I'm broke, no social life, no purpose. My early 20s feel wasted, while everyone else moved forward. And today, it all just hit me at once. I'm not suicidal, but I realize that I have been alive without actually living. I feel stuck, empty, lost, like I'm blinded. And 6 years have passed and I'm still in the same bed, same room, same routine, same scrolling. I don't know how to fix it or where to even start. I just need to let it out because I can't talk to anyone in real life about this. Has anyone else felt like this? How did you turn things around when you were stuck and isolated?
During the pandemic, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of went through that too. But what I did was, I said, you know what? No more social media. I need a break. It's really bad. So I would strongly suggest you do the same thing. Give yourself a year off of social media. Stop with that. Go out. You know, whether you want to do schooling, online schooling. I really recommend doing online schooling right now because it is super cheap and you can go at your own speed and finish it real quick for whatever career you want to do. And you know, if you want to do in-person schooling, if you find that'd be helpful, that's good because you'll meet friends and stuff. Or like I said, get a job and, you know, you'll meet people at work and stuff. And maybe start exercising. That'll help you too because it sounds like you have some self-image issues. And that's fine. It's okay. You're young. You can lose the weight real fast. It's real easy. It's when you get older that it's going to be more of an issue. So get all that stuff taken care of. You can be proud of yourself and feel confident. So it's okay. I mean, stuff happens. It's all right. Does he have anything else? That's it? Anything else to add? No? Well, good luck to you. And
Well,
no,
actually, you can get a pet. You can get a dog.
Yes, that is a great idea too. Get a companion. I think that would help a lot. I mean, if you're in honestly, dogs are a lot of work. I would do cat personally. It's a lot easier.
But a dog you can walk and it can get you out. And
yeah, that's true. Okay,
routine.
okay. I agree. Yes, get a dog.
I don't
Then
think you
get a
can
dog.
walk a cat.
Well, some people can. I don't recommend that much. But yeah, the dog will exercise, be the companion, be loving and stuff. And I'm really sorry that your family doesn't check up on you. That sucks. Just goes to show family is just a word, like I said. But good luck to you. I hope everything turns out okay for you.
Now it's time for the quote of the day. Today's quote of the day is, sometimes the only way to truly be happy is to just let go and see what comes next. Be brave and have a little faith. You've got this. Now it's story time.
Alright, what's the next story?
I feel I should dump my partner of 17 years, but I'm worried about what will happen to him.
17 years? Oh my gosh. What?
This is a very long story. I, 38 female, have been in a romantic relationship with this person, 43 male, for 17 years. Of those, 11 we have been living together at his mom's house. Nobody from my family and friends have ever liked him, but they bared with him for me. A few months ago, his mom went bananas and kicked me out of the house.
What?
Called the police on me and kicked me out because I don't clean enough around the house. I've been the economic support of this family for all those 11 years. We have been living together. Neither my boyfriend or his mom or his brother, until a few years ago when he finally did find a girlfriend and went away to live with her, worked. His mom has a small state pay, but it's me who buys all the groceries for the family, pays.
Time out. Okay, look, this is so simple. You're paying for everything and the mom chases you out and calls the police. Like, that is, okay, chasing you out is level 2. Calling the police, that's level 3, 4, 5, 6, that's level 9, okay? Like, that can mess up your record, this and that. Why are you still around? It's easy, just leave. Like, come on, simple, done. What happens next?
Pays some bills and buys everything that is needed, plus my boyfriend being always asking me to buy him video games, which I also love, but all my money goes to games he wants. When his mom kicked me out, I was very lucky to find that my parents were willing to lend us some of their rent houses. My parents' financial support is renting houses to live. I went to my parents' house and he stayed with his mom temporarily to plan out the move. Take care of his mom a few more months and taking care of the 2 cats until it's possible to bring them to the new house safely. Finally, we were able to move the cats. He has still not bring all his video games. He's a big retro game collector and has 10,000 plus games, but the cats are safe.
Oh, I was just gonna say real quick. Oh, if he's a retro game collector, you can make a fortune off of that. I mentioned stuff in previous episodes about selling your collectibles. You can make tons of money off of that. That is a great investment, and honestly, I'm kind of thinking about that too. Like, now is probably a better time to sell, because if you go in the future, who knows what the future holds. The way this world is going, I would try to sell ASAP, but you can make a ton of money off that stuff.
We got in a huge fight because the house my parents lent me is smaller than we thought it was gonna be, which I'm fine with, but he's not. He wants to force me to demand my parents a bigger one.
Oh, okay, I'm getting annoyed now. This guy doesn't work, you're working, and he's that entitled. Wonderful. This is a winner right here.
He has been all the time, since I told them it was going to be smaller, pressuring me to demand them to change it, sometimes violent even. A friend of him helped him with the move and told me that I should dump him. He's not treating me well, and he's been doing it for years. I'm doubtful, because even if I know it is the best for me, I'm worried about him and his family. If I do it, is it going to destroy them? And even if they have not treated me well at all, I still care about them. I have decided to dump him tomorrow by message. When he goes back to his mom to keep packing. I know it's a horrible way to do it, but I'm scared that if I do it or call or in person, it could be dangerous to me. I really don't know what to do. I need reassurance. I don't even know if it's the best place to ask, but I'm quite lost. I think if you're scared for yourself and you feel it in your gut, then just do what your gut is telling you. There's a reason why she's scared. You shouldn't be with someone that scares you, so simple.
I just have to say, thank you, Gabriel, for commenting, because I'm so annoyed with the situation. I am speechless. Like, it takes a lot to shut me up. My mouth is sealed. Thank you, Gabriel. Yes, let's go with what he says, because this girl is just not getting it. Yeah. I wish you luck. That's all I'm gonna say. If you want to take Gabriel's advice, fine, but good luck. That's all I'm gonna say. Good luck. Alright.
Now it's time for Say Cheese with some more trolls. You heard me right. I said trolls. Now it's story time.
Alright, guys, so apparently there's an update. Let's see what happens.
I didn't. Last Wednesday, he left to his mom's. I took him to the train and faked it until he was gone. And then I sent him a text and blocked him everywhere. He has no keys to the new house and is 700 kilometers away with no economic means of being back. So I'm not worried about my safety. It hurts. I know he's hurting and confused, does not understand why I dumped him, and thinks we're gonna fix it. He's trying to contact me through all the means, and it hurts me to see him like this. I also feel bad, of course, because breakups are not easy. But I'm strong, and my most haunting thought is him being as okay as possible. I'm fine. All of our mutual friends are rooting for me. Even his brother has told me that I've done what I should have done a long time ago and is rooting for me too. I will be fine, and I hope he can heal someday too.
This girl is 38 years old. You need to get your stuff together, girl. Like, you are pushing on 40 and you are still wasting time at the 17 years of this, and to find out he's abusive too and stuff. Oh my gosh, this is why I said, guys, make sure that you surround yourself with people you can trust and listen to them when they talk to you, even if you may not understand it. Listen to them. They've been telling you for a long time. The other thing too is you don't want to lose all your friends in the process. This guy or all your friends, your network, your circle, your whatever. Like, come on. I'm just glad that you finally got the courage to step away. Thank God.
Now it's time for... we got a bonus quote of the day. Today's bonus quote of the day is, happiness starts with you, not with your relationships, your job, or your money. Happiness starts with you. Now it's story time.
Alright, what's the next story?
What do I do about my boyfriend's non-negotiables for a future? Hi, I'm 23 female, boyfriend is 26 male, and we're in couple therapy because of my trauma negatively impacting our foundation. There's no abuse or anything here, so I just want to get that out of the way. We have discussed non-negotiables in our last session, and some of his were surprising and hard to digest. The few that stuck out were: 1, I wouldn't marry someone who wanted to hyphenate rather than take his last name entirely.
That was her thing?
His thing.
Oh, okay. I guess.
His last name.
Okay.
I'd mentioned wanting to hyphenate because of how people with my last name are, how few people with my last name are left. And they're all my family, so he knows that's important to me. 2, once kids are involved and in the house, not smoking marijuana more than a few times a year.
Your face. Yes, exactly.
I am trying to cut back on my usage now, but this just feels controlling. Especially since the same definitely will not apply for alcohol. Could I ask the same thing of him drinking? Probably not. 3, wouldn't marry anyone that's a public figure at any capacity.
Okay, time out. Look, I guess this therapist is calling it non-negotiables. I call it deal breakers. Like I said, guys, when you date, you throw out your deal breakers at the beginning. Okay, this is later on. How many years were they together?
It doesn't say yet.
It doesn't say yet, but the deal breakers are on the table and they don't match up. Or I mean, not that they don't match up, but this person has your deal breakers. Therefore, break up immediately within the hour because it's never going to work. You want your last name. He doesn't want your last name. Done deal. Simple. Like, you're just prolonging heartache.
I don't want to go into anything that big, maybe some local stuff, but with the kind of work that I want to do, I can now guarantee that it would not happen. I still want to do things like publish work and act for good change. All the stuff he's known that I want to do.
Guys, I mentioned this already in my special announcement 500 subscriber episode. Don't let a guy clip your wings. You will regret it in life. I have very few regrets in life, but that's one of them. Don't do it. You have dreams. You have aspirations. Don't let him do that to you, because that gives your life purpose and that's meaningful for you. That's an important part of your life. Don't let him take that away from you. You will regret it looking back on your life.
Has to be okay with naming our son Junior. His name is the same as his father's, which is the same as his grandfather's. I've had an issue with this before because
Good.
I just feel like if I carry a baby for 9 months, I want to name him too. I want an equal say, I guess. And what if there's another son? What if he feels left out and has not the special name that he's being named after his father? I also...
Time out. So the way my parents did it is My mom wanted a name for me, and my dad wanted a name for me. So my dad won. So I got my dad's choice as my first name. My mom's choice as my middle name. But then my brother came around. My mom got her first choice as the first name. My dad got his choice as the middle name. So you gotta be fair. And it was truly fair because my brother would have been the third, but the cycle got broken. So that's my solution for that one.
I also feel kind of like I love him and his dad, so I don't really care about the name for a potential son, but I also think it would be weird for my son to have the same name as my husband. I don't know. I don't feel as strongly about this one as I used to, but I still feel like I wish there was room to talk about it.
Look, you can love him all day and all night, but he has a deal breaker and vice versa. There's no more time for love. You need to move on. You only live once. Time is precious. Move on. Look what happened to Whitney Houston. Move on.
He has a very strong family, and I have a very fractured one. I've been excited about my career for a long time, and I'm enjoying this time in my life where I can build a foundation for it. However, I know he worries about me being an absent mother due to my ambition. I have no intention of doing that, and I know the kind of mother I want to be.
And no, he's trying to guilt trip you and pressure you out of your career. Don't let him do it. Learn from my experience. Learn from my life. Don't let him do it. I wanted to write my book. I'm telling you. Don't let him do it.
Should I just leave it until our next session? Should I just give it up altogether? I don't know. I know he really loves me, but the fact that if I didn't adhere to all these, he'd find someone who is willing to, it's troubling for me to think about.
You need to stop worrying about him and worry about himself. Let him. You know, you want to go find somebody, go find somebody. But I got my things I want to do in my life, and I deserve it because everybody deserves to have a good life and to dream and follow their goals. So you do your thing, I'm going to do mine. Good night, have a nice life, bye, and move on. That's it. That's it. But it's your life. You make the final decision. You decide what you want to do. Good luck to you. All right.
Now it's time for Say Cheese with, you guessed it, more trolls. This is our last batch, so you better enjoy it. Now it's story time.
All right, what's our next story?
Am I right or am I wrong for cutting off my sister financially after my niece told my 7-year-old son, "People like you have no place at our table," and the whole family laughed?
Okay, time out. What the heck is that? She cut off her sister after the niece said that? So that means that the sister has been talking trash about her all this time to the whole family to where they think it's funny, telling the daughter to the point where the daughter doesn't even respect me, the aunt, and she's gonna mouth off to me like that? Not good.
My niece looked me dead in the eyes and said, "People like you have no place at our table," and the whole family laughed. I've been supporting my sister financially for 3 years.
Oh my gosh, another one of these stories. Wow. This is the things you get.
Not small amounts either. We're talking $2,000 a month, sometimes more. Her husband walked out when their daughter was 12. Left them with nothing but debt. I stepped in because that's what family does, right? I pay for the apartment, groceries, niece's phone bill, her college application fees, everything. My son is 7. He's mixed race. His father and I split when he was a baby and we co-parent fine. I met someone new 2 years ago. We're engaged now. My family has always been, let's say, they smile to my face, but I hear things, little comments. My mom once said my son would have a harder life, and when I asked what she meant, she just shrugged. But I ignored it, keep writing those checks every month. Last Sunday, my mom's birthday dinner at my sister's place, the place I've been paying rent on, I got there with my son and my fiance. My nephew opened the door and this look crossed his eye. He didn't say hi to my son, just stepped aside.
Oh, wow.
The dining room was packed. My sister, her 3 kids, my mom, 2 aunts, my cousin and her husband. Everyone already seated. There were exactly enough chairs, no extras. My sister saw us and her smile went weird. Oh, you brought them. Them, like my son and fiance, were strangers. You said family dinner, I said. I meant, you know what, it's fine.
Oh my god. Woman, just exit. Take your kids, take your fiance, and walk out. This is really negative environment. It can mess up your relationship, and you don't want your kids to get hurt in the process. You gotta be the tiger mom and protect your kids. Exit the situation. Stop paying their bills. This is crazy.
She didn't get up. She didn't get extra chairs. My cousin's husband actually pulled his chair closer to the table like he was making a point about the space. My fiance whispered that he could leave, but I was already angry. I went to the kitchen and grabbed 2 folding chairs myself, brought them back, squeezed them in. My son sat next to my niece. She's 17, the one I paid for her SAT prep, her summer camps, her laptop. She looked at him like he was dirt on her shoe. Dinner was tense. People talked around us. My mom asked my cousin about her new job, asked my nephew about college applications. Nobody asked my son anything. Nobody asked my fiance anything. 40 minutes of being invisible. Then my niece's phone rang. She answered it right at the table. Yeah, I'm stuck at this dinner thing. I know, it's so awkward. She was looking straight at my son when she said it. I opened my mouth, but my sister cut in. Honey, maybe take that into your room. My niece stood up.
Time out. Your kids are here to hear this. Come on, exit. Take your kids out. Why you want your kids to hear this? I'm passionate about it because I'll get to this in the words of wisdom, but this was me as a kid. You need to protect your children.
My niece stood up. As she passed behind my son's chair, she leaned down, whispered directly in his ear, but loud enough for me to hear. People like you have no place at our table.
So the niece said this to her son. You see what I'm saying? You keep them there longer, they're gonna get traumatized. Why you put your kids in this kind of thing? For what? For the sake of the family dinner? Like I said, family is just a word. If you don't know what I mean, then great, like I mentioned in my previous episodes, but this is exactly what I'm talking about. It's not just you getting hurt, now it's your kids getting hurt. That's what you want for your family? For your children, for your, the family that you're making.
My son's whole body went stiff. He's 7. He didn't understand all of it, but he understood enough. My family laughed, not even trying to hide it. My nephew actually snorted. My mom covered her mouth, but her shoulders were shaking. My sister looked down at her plate with a smile. I've never felt cold like that before. Everything just went quiet in my head. I stood up, took my son's hand. He was fighting tears, I could tell. My fiance was already standing, his jaw clenched so tight. We're leaving, I said. My sister's smile dropped. Oh, come on, don't be so sensitive. She's 17, she doesn't mean anything. I didn't answer, just walked out with my son and my fiance. Got in the car. My son asked if we could go get ice cream, and his voice cracked. And I wanted to drive back there and flip the whole table over. But I did not. I took him for ice cream, sat with him while he ate in silence.
That's so sad. This is so heartbreaking. Oh my god, I'm like looking back on my own life. I can really feel for this kid.
That evening, my phone lit up. Text from my sister. You're still sending money, right? Rent's due on the 3rd. I stared at that message for a long time. Looked at my son watching TV, still quiet, still hurt.
That hurt will never go away, I can tell you right now. But don't worry, there's happy ending, guys. I'm going to tell you my version.
I thought about 3 years of $2,000 checks. Thought about my niece's face when she said those words. I texted back, people like me don't help. Then I blocked her. My phone exploded. My mom called 6 times. My nephew sent me a long text message about how I'm abandoning family over a joke. My cousin said that I was being dramatic. My aunt said my niece is just a teenager and I'm the adult, so I should be mature. Not one single person apologized for what was said to my son. By Tuesday, my sister was calling from different numbers. I did not answer. She left voicemails. At first they were angry. You cannot do this. I have bills. Then get a job. Then they were pleading, please, I'll talk to her. She'll apologize. By Wednesday, she was crying on my voicemail. We're gonna get evicted. You're really going to let your niece and nephews be homeless? My mom showed up at my house yesterday. Didn't even ask how my son was doing. Just said that I was being cruel for punishing children for one mistake. She called my son a racial slur at your birthday dinner and you laughed. I said. She didn't use that word. She didn't have to. You all knew exactly what she meant. My mom said that I was twisting things. Said family forgives family. Said that I was choosing him over my own blood. I closed the door in her face. My sister sent me a copy of her eviction notice this morning. It's real. She has until the end of the month. My nephew posted on Facebook about how I'm letting them suffer because I can't take a joke. 40 people have liked it. People I've known my whole life. My fiance says I did the right thing, but I keep thinking about my niece and nephews losing their apartment. They didn't all say it. Just one of them. And yeah, the others laughed, but they're kids too. When I look at my son and I remember his face at that table.
Yes, exactly. That's what I was going to say. So now you make a choice. You choose your family or you choose your son who is, your blood.
My family keeps saying
they're both blood, but yeah, you either choose your son or you choose your family. You bail them out of that, your son will hate you forever. I'm just telling you that right now.
My family's saying I'm destroying lives over sensitivity.
Yeah.
That I should be the bigger person.
Yeah.
Was
be
I
the bigger
wrong?
person. Girl, the only part where you are wrong is you didn't do this sooner. I'm glad you did it. You need to watch your son, and all your focus right now, all this other stuff with your family is complete BS nonsense. Do not entertain it. Right now, you need to focus on damage control. Whether your son shows that you're not or not, I'm telling you, he's going through it real bad right now. I'm telling you from experience, been there, done that. I was your son. You need to make sure he is okay. This is a huge, it's not a knife in the back. This is like a javelin, an axe, a dagger, like all these things. He's become the voodoo doll of the family. You need to help him. I'm telling you right now, that's where your focus should be and not entertain this nonsense. Your son got such a big blow. You need to help him or he will resent you forever. Be very careful. That's my advice to you. You did not do the wrong thing. You're fine. Focus on your fiance and your son. Make your family work.
My thing with all these stories, it's like they're all these families, oh, you're being so bad. Okay, if this person is so bad and you're so good, then why don't you help them?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Why do they keep going to these people and asking for, oh, can you loan her this, can you loan her that? Then you loan her this, you loan her that.
Yeah, but the thing is, that's part of the manipulation. That's how it is. Like, they basically view you as a doormat, like a big time doormat, and you're the laughing joke of the family. That's just how it is. I'll get to that in the words of wisdom. Anything else? Alright, that's it for this one.
Now it's time for Solomon's Words of Wisdom.
Hi guys. I'm kind of still continuing off of this theme, this subject. It may come off as repetitive or redundant, but I think it's super important. I feel very strongly about this because been there, done that. Like, I can totally relate to these stories. So I've said it again and again. Family is just a word. If people in your family are not being good to you, they're not being kind to you, it is okay to distance yourself from them. When it comes to friends, co-workers, whatever it is, if people are not being good to you, remove yourself from the situation. Okay? Especially later on when you start dating, you don't want to destroy your relationships. You don't want it to harm the children. With kids is difficult because they may do something to your child when you're not there and you will never know. And your child, when they get older, they will resent you for it. And it sucks because you may not even have known that it happened. You don't know, but you're getting blamed for it. Unfortunately, that's the reality of life. So be careful to put your kids in a good, safe, trustable, reliable environment, because it's so easy to scar kids, and if you don't know, it's going to kill your heart when you get older. Okay, so just be careful who you have in your life, in your kids' life, and around you. That's my advice to you guys. Put the kids first. Okay? Good luck to you. And if something does happen, try to do damage control. We saw in that one story where the family was trying to put the mom on the guilt trip for removing herself from the situation. Don't just blur that all out. It's just background noise. Worry about your kids. Worry about the damage control. Try to fix things. And honestly, sometimes stuff in life happens and there's nothing you can do about it, as far as like, because I know some people feel guilty, this and that. That's fine. Give yourself a minute, an hour, a day, but that's it. After that, no more feeling guilty. It's time to move forward. It's time to do the damage control. It's time to pick up the pieces, put it back together, and move on with your life. In a way, it will help the situation too with the kids, because they'll feel like, okay, there is like some resolution, there's some happy ending at the end of the tunnel. But don't just be stuck, because then the kids are gonna feel like, oh my gosh, I'm helpless, I'm hopeless, like there's no happy ending. Is that why mom or dad, like they're all feeling down and stuck? No, move forward. That will encourage the kids to move forward as well. Good luck with everything, and be kind to one another, and I'll see you guys next time.
That's it for this episode. Thank you so much for all your love and support. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great rest of your week. and I'll see you next time. Don't forget to always be kind to one another. Take care.